Hi everybody, my name is Barry Schwartz and this is the Search Buzz video recap. Today is Friday, January 24th. I am doing this from Israel, so it's going to be a little bit different and hopefully the video will come out okay. I'm that devoted to doing it from Israel. Alright, first up, Matt Cutts announced on his personal blog on Monday that guest blogging is over with, it's done with. He said stick a fork in it and it's done. He specifically then clarified that it's specifically around if you're doing it for SEO purposes, for link building purposes, don't think it's going to actually help you. Guest blogging for that purpose is absolutely done. So he went ahead and mentioned that. That being said, I posted this morning on the blog where guest bloggers are saying, hey, do I actually have to no follow, no index, disavow links that I've produced in the past regarding guest blogging? I always thought those links were actually quality. Now, do I have to go ahead and disavow them? I think if you're asking the question, yes, you do. The other major news this week was that Search Metrics reported that Expedia.com lost about 25% of their search traffic from Google. We reported at Search Engine Land and Search Engine Roundtable that news. There was a lot of people uncovering that they did some shady types of links, which caused a drop. That being said, I think Expedia's stock dropped a bit because of it. And then USA Today said, wait, maybe it was negative SEO. Maybe it was a competitor that was doing it. I find that to be highly unlikely for a bunch of reasons. One is because it would make Google's search results look ridiculous, that somebody could actually go ahead and do something like that. Two, that a site that large and that popular could actually be impacted that badly by negative SEO. And three, if somebody could actually go ahead and do something that to a public company that's traded on the index, that would be incredibly scary and crazy. It would just be incredibly crazy. So that was Expedia's news. Yahoo made headlines this week talking about where they actually defaulted their search to be over SSL. So now if you do a search at Yahoo, it's done over SSL, which means that if you don't have an HTTPS site, Yahoo will pass 0 for it. It will just say that's coming from Yahoo, not Yahoo search. It won't show you the query or anything like that. I built a new tool that if you search in Google or Yahoo and Bing, if you do a search for what is my secure refer, it's going to actually show you if actually it's being passed or not. It's a complicated thing for some people to understand, but there is a feature called What is my refer that is pretty cool. If you actually search for What is my refer in Google, Bing, or Yahoo, it tells you what information is being passed from those search engines, but there's no secure version of it, so we actually created one on Rusty Brick. But the big news is that Yahoo went ahead and defaulted to SSL. Now Bing is testing it and opt-in. Google defaults most of their search to SSL, and now Yahoo defaults all their search to SSL. So you guys should take that into account when you're looking at your not provided counts. Google Webmaster Tools is now reporting crawl errors on the final direct URL, meaning if you have a bunch of redirects or a redirect from URL A to URL B, Google's now going to go ahead and report in Webmaster Tools a crawl error on the final destination URL as opposed to the leading URL, which it did in the past. Google's Matt Cutts did a longer video talking about how Google doesn't do any special indexing for Facebook or Twitter or social networks. They don't give them any ranking boost, nor do they go ahead and look at the tweets, number of tweets, number of Facebook likes, and stuff like that to go ahead and use that as an index. They said they did that a little bit back with another social network. I think he was talking about Twitter, and then they lost that access, so they spent a lot of engineering time and effort to do that, and that was taken away from them. So that was a pretty good video by Matt Cutts. Next is Google has updated their Google Mobile user agent. They had a problem with the other user agent where it wasn't able to actually fully understand all the content that I was crawling, so they actually revised that and it's being pushed out in the next 3 to 4 weeks. So definitely take a look at that if you have any special directives for that old user agent. Google has a new slice of knowledge graph where you actually do a search in search results. There's a link in the snippet that has an arrow down that will actually expand and show you more knowledge graph information on a search result by search result, listing by listing, snippet by snippet thing if it qualifies and if it's notable. It looks like mostly Wikipedia stuff, but you definitely trigger it by searching for any major brand, including Google, or searching a roundtable or anything like that. It will come up and you can actually look at that. Google has dropped some of their search filters, like their blog filter, their discussions filter, their recipe filter. Google says now they include in a web search. They didn't necessarily get rid of it. It still works if you add the parameters to the URL, but they got rid of it from the main interface, saying that, and actually now are dynamically changing the the top filters based off of your query. So it's going to either show different orders or show different information based on the search query. Google AdWords launched their new AdWords design. We saw it a few months ago, but now actually it's going live now for all advertisers. So you can take a look at that when you log into your AdWords console. And Google AdSense announced a new thing called AdSense Direct, which allows you to do direct ad sales right through your AdSense console. Google will take 15% of those ad sales, but it'll pretty much manage and do the placement for you. This is different from Google Ad Manager, formerly known as Ad Manager, called DoubleClick for Publishers. It's directly built into the AdSense console, which will help a lot of AdSense publishers figure things out. Finally, Google AdSense is testing a new arrow design. It's more of a square background with a nice thin arrow on top of it. And hopefully I'll incorporate these screenshots into the video itself. Anyway, thanks so much for listening to the Search Buzz video recap. For all those who will be at XMX Israel, hope to see you on Sunday. Everyone have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.